morning, good morning, good morning. Keely O'Brian here. So today I'm going to start making postcard number 2. Yes, I know we're more than halfway through July, but I am at my own pace taking on the Gelli postcard play challenge from Ceri the Crafter, otherwise known as Ceri Griffiths. You can find him on YouTube. So I've been absolutely loving watching what all the other artists have been making, but anyway, it's my turn now to make number 2 for you. That's the one I already made, postcard number 1. Should have been on the 1st of July, but shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so I picked out this background. I loved the iridescent colours and I really wanted to use it for something underwater. So like with the other postcard here, I've used images from my own book, Tropical Summer Ephemera, to cut out and collage. And you can see I've started to hack at it, and there's quite a few things missing now. So I've cut out some shells and some views of the beach. If I can find that page. And some, there we go, some of those and some of those seashells. And anyway, bits and bobs to see if I can make something underwater. Now, I fell in love with this little turtle and I definitely want to use him. And I've got 3 different scenes here with palm trees and playing about with the different colour schemes. Let's just get it in the shot for you. So I really loved this orange and turquoise theme, but I think I only want to use one. That one's a little bit more subtle. That one's a bit more of stylized kind of colours. And I really like that one. It's a little bit smaller, which will give me a bit more room. So I think I am going to go with that one. Let's just see. I already cut out a number 2 because it's day 2. And I wanted to make the 2 be as if the turtle is breathing the number with his bubbles, or her bubbles. So I used a hole punch, you can see here, and some of my jelly printing, and you can see where I cut the number 2 out as well. I did think about, what about that? Turtle eating a lovely orange, no, maybe not. Anyway, moving on. What about a flower? There's a whole page of those at the beginning in the title page. There we go. There's quite a few. But flowers don't live under the sea. So we have some shells here. How about that? Yep, I'm liking that. What do you reckon? I think that's going to look pretty good. So I've got my Pritt stick. You can see I used the edge of it for a bit of jelly printing, imprinting, and I bought some archival ink. Now I don't have one of those stampers. This one is vintage photo, as you can see there. So I've just used a bit of sponge, and I'm really hoping this is going to just pick out the edges a little bit, and at some point I'll order myself a proper archival ink stamper. Is that going to stand out just a little bit more? Definitely need to order myself a stamper. And we'll get onto Amazon at some point this weekend. So there we go. So I've got my son coming down this evening and I haven't seen him for a while, and we're going to go to, I live in London, and we're going to go to Kew Gardens. Now Kew Gardens I absolutely love, and I'm a member, which means I can go for free when I get time. We've actually got some amazing weather today, so I'm going to go and there is the most amazing selection of palm houses, and there's one particular one that I absolutely love that has one of my favourite plants. I'm just getting messy here, aren't I? Which is a water lily. Water lily greenhouse. So I'm going to go and I might film a little bit in there to show you, because I've got a project on the go for my new Etsy shop that I'm working on at the moment, and I've got a water lily collection that I want to put in there, and I've already made some junk journal backgrounds and so on. So I want to go and just have a look at, oh yeah, that picks out, it gets rid of the white, doesn't it, where I fussy cut it, and it's just tidies it up and it matches those palm trees quite well. So yeah, I'm going to go to Kew Gardens. I really want to get a gimbal, you know, those things where you can film and it doesn't go wobbly, because I'm very lucky to live in such a pretty part of London. And there's some beautiful walks. I live quite near the river, and Kew Gardens is absolutely amazing. So that's also on my list of things, a gimbal so that I can film walking around and film some of the places that inspired me to create my books. I absolutely love anything botanical, so I'm lucky to live near one of the most amazing botanical gardens in the world. If you've never been to Kew Gardens and you're in London, definitely get yourself over there. It is wonderful. There we go. Now that looks better, doesn't it? So yeah, there's an amazing bee art installation, I would call it. There's information about bees, and you walk in and it's like a massive, I can't remember, I think it's glass. I'll have to take a look and maybe film it. But it's like a huge beehive, and you walk up a sort of winding path to get into it. And once you're inside, it makes a humming noise. I'm not sure what causes the humming. I don't think it is bees. It could be recordings of bees humming, but it sounds like you're in a beehive anyway. And the notes change, and usually it's full of kids running around and people taking photos and posing for pictures, but occasionally you get the rare time in there where you can just sit quietly and, you know, meditate or enjoy just hearing the sound and being in the outdoors. Anyway, I'll try and film that because it's quite something. At Christmas we went to the Christmas at Kew as well, and it was all lit up, and we walked, I don't know how far we walked, a couple of miles, just following all the lights, and there was food and bars set up there and laser shows and all sorts of stuff, and it was just so pretty and a bit cold. And then we went to the pub afterwards, so that was nice. So, oh, that's coming along, isn't it? What do you reckon? It's got rid of those white edges. I'm coping with my bit of car cleaning sponge, but definitely need to get a proper dabber. Is it a dabber? Or is that what people use at bingo? I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, Kew Gardens tomorrow, and we're going to get some sushi takeaway. And my partner's family are coming over, and we're going to have a nice time, hopefully. I think we're due thunderstorms on Saturday, though, so I'm just hoping that we can last out long enough to be able to eat outdoors. So there we go. Right. I think if the weather is awful, what we may do instead, which is probably insane because it's the school holidays, but what we might do is skip over to the Natural History Museum, because my son absolutely loved dinosaurs when he was little, and he now has a biology degree. So, right, that's enough of that stamping. Oh, I found this seashell, by the way. I thought I'd let him be in the picture as well, or her. Hello. Had that for a very long time. Can't remember where it came from. Might have been a Greek island or somewhere. Right, it's gluing time. Where's my glue? So these not really connected, are they? There's no overlapping. Let's just glue everything up, and then I shall trim the edges. And I think that can go about there, and then I'll trim that edge off afterwards. Let's do our little turtle. Oh my goodness, I was in Turkey about a month ago, and we went on a boat trip to, yes, Turtle Beach. We went to Turtle Beach, and my partner was so excited that we were going to see some turtles, because he also loves wildlife, like my son does. Unfortunately, the turtles had other ideas, so we didn't actually see any turtles. I think I saw a little bit of movement. Somebody shouted, "There's one." We all looked over the edge of the boat and we didn't really see anything, to be honest. So yeah, and then we went to a beautiful beach where turtles lay their eggs, but only at night. And the beach was full of tourists, and put that back there. And yeah, no turtles there either, so that was a bit disappointing. The place was stunning. Oh no, glue everywhere. The place was stunning, I have to say. However, not a turtle to be seen. But when we got back to Marmaris, it was the resort we stayed in, we were walking back to our hotel, and there was a tank outside one of the restaurants or bars with some baby turtles, or maybe terrapins. I am no expert on these things. So we did see some turtles, and we didn't actually need to go to the Turtle Beach, although we had a fantastic day and it was good fun. And we also did something where you cover yourself in mud. I can't think what you call it. Mud bathing. Actually felt amazing after I'd covered myself in mud. Right, there we go. So I'm just going to flip that over. Gluey fingers. Don't tell anyone, I just wiped them on my trousers. Okay, just trim those. And I'm loving the colours here. Is that it? 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. Right, let's just trim this. And then I'm going to have to scoot because I've got to go to work. And I've got to get ready for my son visiting. It's really hot today, so it's going to be quite a hot walk to work today. Give myself a bit of extra time to recover from that. There we go. Right, postcard number 2. Okay, right. Thank you for watching today, and please like this video and share. If you wouldn't mind, that would be amazing. I'd love it if you could subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.